Hi there, it's Louise here of Timeless Craft Mama, and today I'm sharing a scrapbook layout process video with you designed for Off the Rails Scrapbooking, inspired by their May 2016 mood board. So you can see here that it's a really great layout with some pink and some turquoise and some orange. I've gone ahead and used the colours as my inspiration, as well as the glasses in the picture to use a photo of Master C on a day where he stole his nan's glasses. So that's why I've used this particular photo. Now, the papers that I'm using are from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Totally Rad collection. And I'm also just using some plain white cardstock and some of this sort of turquoisey blue kind of cardstock as well, just to complement this layout. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just playing around with some of the patterns, trying to see what works best. I had a bit of an idea of how I wanted to complete this layout, so I am just fiddling around in a few different spots, making sure that I'm happy and I'm not going to end up with too much pattern and too much colour. So in the end, although it wasn't really how I'd planned to start, I'm still really pleased with the final result of this layout. So I've trimmed down that centre section so that I can mount it on that blue cardboard. And although it wasn't my intention, it kind of has a bit of a flag kind of look to it, with the stars down one side and the stripes down the other side. But at the same time, I think the final layout loses some of that. So I'm just popping on some washi tape, and this is just to bring some of the pink in. Now, being a boys layout, I didn't want to dominate it with pink, but because pink was in the mood board, I really wanted to include just a little bit of it. So once I've stuck that washing tape down, I've then prepped the page with some clear gesso, and now I'm just taking the Distress Crayon and using the packaging technique to spread some of this really fabulous orange colour around. So it really does, go on so well, that crayon, and it's so much fun to apply it with that packaging technique. So I decided to use a little bit more of a star theme with this page. So I'm just taking some Dilutions paint and spreading that around through a stencil. And you'll see just to put some stars around on that page. And I really quite like the effect here. It's not too textured, it's not too bulky, and it just gives this beautiful touch of colour to the layout. So my next step is to again incorporate just a little bit more colour and a little bit more texture. So I'm going to take some twine and wrap it around this section of the layout and just create some interest. Now, I get very technical with my twine and simply attach it to the back. Some people like to use staples, other people, sticky tape. For me, whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong. It's purely just about what you know is going to work with your particular page. So I've hollowed out the cardstock because I didn't want to waste it, and I also wanted to mount my photo on that same coloured card so that it was going to blend in with this particular page. And I really like how the cardstock is such a great match for the Dilutions paint. It certainly wasn't my intention. I was, in the video it looks quite blue, but in real life it does have a little bit more of a turquoise kind of look. So I am now taking some Project Life cards and some collectibles from the Kaisercraft Little One collection, purely just because they had that sort of pink and orangey kind of tone that I wanted to include in this layout, but they weren't really dominant colours, so I still get the image of this layout with its masculine feel, but include those more feminine colours, pink and orange. So I had also had that journaling spot there that I had thought about using, but I did end up leaving that off the project because it just didn't work. It wasn't fitting in. I couldn't get it to sit how I wanted it to sit. So I did end up leaving that off and putting my journaling down the bottom of the page. So I'm coming to the end of this layout, and it's been nice and quick and easy. I'm going to pick out some of the collectibles that go along with it, work on some positioning, put the final touches together. And this was such a fun little layout that was really quick and easy to put together, and has quite a pleasing visual appeal. It's not too colourful. It tells the story that I wanted it to tell, and I think that for this particular mood board, it's perfect. It's got that glasses feel. It's got the colours, the vibrancy. Sure, it's not a 50s style layout, but for me, this was something that worked. So I hope this has helped you to be able to look at a mood board and sort of think outside the square. Just because there's a style to the mood board doesn't mean you necessarily have to follow it. Okay, mounting my photo, I'm ready to go ahead and put the final touches on the layout. So again, with some stickers I had there, some thickers as well, which are going to make up my title. So you can see that these stickers, they're quite fun actually. They really do add that touch of texture to the page, and are quite interesting when you're looking at a layout. So I really enjoy using them. A couple of little extra touches as well. The collectibles finally, and some journaling, and this layout's all finished. Hopefully you've enjoyed that from me and you're inspired to play along with this month's Off the Rails Scrapbooking mood board. And don't forget to come along and subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow my blog, Timeless Craft Mama, if you'd like to see more layouts and process videos from me. Now, I'd also love to hear your thoughts if there's, a technique or something that you wanted me to go through, something that you wanted to see, a particular layout that you really liked of mine that you'd like to see in a video format. I'm always open to suggestions, and I think that the online scrapbooking community is such a fabulous place for us to share ideas and to really talk things out and work as a community. It's one of the most fun places I've ever been around. So if there is something that you'd like to let me know about, absolutely drop me an email, leave me a comment, but otherwise I will simply just continue to keep doing what I'm doing. Hope you enjoyed this layout. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you come back and check out Off the Rails Scrapbooking to see more work from the fabulous design team. I'm Louise of Timeless Craft Mama. Thanks.